The air in the courtroom was thick with tension. People whispered and shifted in their seats. Samantha Davis sat nervously, clutching her daughter Olivia's hand. Olivia, with her bright eyes and pigtails, seemed oblivious to the serious atmosphere. She swung her feet back and forth, humming a tuneless song. Samantha had never been in a courtroom before. The wood paneling and the stern faces intimidated her. She looked at her daughter, her heart heavy. This was all for Olivia, but the cost was high. She knew she had to be strong for both of them.
It's going to be okay, Olivia.
Samantha was a single mother working 2 jobs to make ends meet. She was facing eviction from their small apartment. She had tried everything to keep up with the rent, but it hadn't been enough. The landlord's lawyer, a tall man in a crisp suit, presented his case. He spoke of contracts and deadlines, his voice devoid of emotion. Samantha felt her anxiety rising. She knew her situation was precarious. She had tried to explain her circumstances to the landlord, but he had remained unmoved. Finally, it was Samantha's turn to speak. She stood, her voice trembling slightly.
Your Honor, I want to explain. My daughter and I have been through a lot. I work 2 jobs, but it's just not enough. Please, we just need a little more time. I promise I'll catch up on the rent. I just need a chance to get back on my feet.
Her words hung in the air, heavy with desperation. The judge, a stern-looking man with silver hair, listened impassively. He had seen countless cases like this, stories of hardship and despair. He had a reputation for being fair, but also firm. He looked down at the papers in front of him, then back at Samantha. The silence in the courtroom was deafening. Suddenly, a small voice broke the silence.
Mommy, I'm hungry. Can we go home and have pancakes?
Samantha felt her cheeks flush red. She hushed Olivia, but the judge had heard. The courtroom, which had been holding its breath, erupted in soft laughter. The tension, which had been building for hours, dissipated in an instant.
Olivia, not now, sweetie.
The judge, a flicker of a smile on his lips, looked down at Olivia.
Pancakes sound good.
He looked back at Samantha, his expression softened.
Ms. Davis, I understand your situation is difficult.
That day in court, something shifted. The judge, moved by Olivia's simple request, granted Samantha a reprieve. He also connected her with resources to help her find stable housing and employment, but the impact went far beyond the legal proceedings. Word of Olivia's pancake request spread through the courthouse. People who had once seen Samantha's case as just another eviction story were touched by the little girl's innocence. Lawyers and court staff, inspired by the judge's compassion, reached out to offer support. The courtroom, usually a place of conflict and sadness, had become a catalyst for change.
Thank you, Your Honor. Thank you so much.
And so Olivia's simple wish for pancakes had an extraordinary ripple effect. It reminded everyone present that day of the human stories behind the legal jargon, of the power of compassion, and of the importance of hope even in the face of adversity.